If you love to can, let me share a few examples of how I get food for cheap or inexpensive or free. First off, I look for sales. Usually at the end of the seasons or at the beginning of the seasons, there are these enormous sales that you can get. Like I just got tomatoes for 89 cents a pound. I can't even get tomatoes for 89 cents a pound on a U-Pick farm. Not in my area. I also got corn for 20 cents an ear. That's a good price too. There's also ways of growing in containers. You might not get enough for canning, but you would get enough to eat for you, like lettuces, and you can sprout your own bean sprouts and alfalfa seeds. There's another food source for you. But the one thing that I love the most is the harvest places. Places that are looking for volunteers to harvest the food after the farmers have taken their crops off the field. These are ingenious. There are people that have gotten together and created volunteer organizations where you go and volunteer your time and you're picking onions off the field, or you're picking broccoli, or you're snapping beans, or you're picking blueberries. You pick and you get to keep 50% of what you pick. 50% goes to you and 50% goes to the organization, which is usually a food co-op type thing where they give it to and feed the homeless. Then if you're anything like me, you're literally taking your treasures home and you're planning ways of canning them. I mean, could you imagine all the blueberry jam you could have canned? In my area, we grow blueberries, we grow broccoli, we grow onions and potatoes. I've harvested most all of those crops from these volunteer sites. They are so nice and such a great group of people that do the volunteering. That's just in one way. Another way is through co-ops. There are groups of people that have gotten together and met directly with the farmers, and they're buying their crops at a reduced rate directly from the farmers and the fields. That is a great price, almost getting it cheaper than you can for growing a garden. So the bottom line is, if you want a can, you need to start looking for the ways of doing things and getting the food for free or for a very reduced price. The co-ops, the volunteering, even the food pantries. Sometimes the food pantries are begging people to take their food because nobody wants fresh food when they go to the food pantry. There's all kinds of ways to find it. Have fun searching and don't stop canning just because you think you can't afford it. There's ways. Thanks for commenting. You probably have given other people a lot of ideas on that.